Quick announcement. I recently came across another creator who makes beautiful 3D printed deck boxes. I'm not sponsored, I'm not getting a kickback or anything. I got his permission to post a link to his Etsy store down below. Feel free to go check him out. After the video, of course. Welcome once again to Commander by Damon. Today we continue our series building decks from the new horror set, Duskmourn. Leading our deck today is Marina Vandrell. Now, I wanted this to be a budget deck, and I think I will try for one in the future, but I'm not sure that's going to be possible. Don't worry, I'll explain why in a bit. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically, if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Marina Vandrell is a 5-mana 3/5 legendary human warlock. When she enters, we reveal the top 7 cards of our library. We put all enchantment cards revealed this way into our hand, and the rest on the bottom of our library in a random order. Additionally, we may tap Marina Vandrell to lock or unlock a door of a room we control. But we may only do this at sorcery speed. The two things every commander deck wants to do is ramp and draw cards. Our commander does both, but in a limited fashion. We'll want to run as many doors as possible in our deck, and we'll want enchantment support as well. Now, doors all have 2 rooms. Those rooms have separate effects. Rather than double listing cards, I've chosen to categorize cards based on the cheaper mana value. So a card like Charred Foyer Warped Space would be put under Card Advantage, because Charged Foyer gives us an extra card to play every turn and is cheaper to cast than Warped Space. I hope this makes sense. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. Last year, Ultimate Guard released this beautiful playmat with art from Maëlle Olivier Henry. This mat is absolutely gorgeous, depicting hunters braving a blizzard to bring food and sustenance back to their clans. This high-quality mat is here to protect your cards and keep them from sliding. So, check your local game store to see if they have it in stock, or click on the link down below to Ultimate Guard's Amazon store. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Our lands consist of Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Valgavoth's Lair, Flooded Strand, Arid Mesa, Polluted Delta, Verdant Catacombs, Wooded Foothills, Scalding Tarn, Marsh Flats, Bloodstained Mire, Windswept Heath, Misty Rainforest, Rafine's Tower, Xander's Lounge, Zeatora's Proving Ground, Jetmir's Garden, Spara's Headquarters, Hallowed Fountain, Sacred Foundry, Watery Grave, Overgrown Tomb, Stomping Ground, Steam Vents, Godless Shrine, Blood Crypt, Temple Garden, Breeding Pool, Bajuka Bog, 2 Plains, 1 Island, 1 Swamp, 1 Mountain, and 2 Forests. I know, this is nowhere near a budget list. I did warn you though. For mana ramp, we're running Greenhouse Rickety Gazebo, Moldering Gym Weight Room, Smoky Lounge Misty Salon, Walk-in Closet Forgotten Cellar, Sanctum Weaver, Jukai Naturalist, Dryad of the Elysian Grove, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Inquisitive Glimmer, Smothering Tithe, Black Market Connections, and Smuggler's Share. Gotta ramp out our commander and rooms quickly. For card advantage, we've got Central Elevator Promising Stairs, Charred Foyer Warped Space, Defiled Crypt Cadaver's Lab, Derelict Addict Widow's Walk, Unholy Annex Ritual Chamber, Eidolon Blossoms, Enchantress's Presence, Setessan Champion, Mesa Enchantress, Sithis Harvest's Hand, Satyr Enchanter, Verduran Enchantress, Wild Seer Scouring Maw, Victor Valgavoth's Seneschal, Moonblessed Cleric, Demonic Tutor, Enlightened Tutor, and Heuristic Study. A good mix of card draw, tutors, and graveyard recursion. For interaction and spot removal, we're running Bottomless Pool Locker Room, Cramped Vents Access Maze, Glassworks Shattered Yard, Meat Locker Drowned Diner, Restricted Office Lecture Hall, Roaring Furnace Steaming Sauna, Abrade, Assassin's Trophy, Darksteel Mutation, Unable to Scream, The Eldest Reborn, Dovin's Veto, Counterspell, Swords to Plowshares, Beast Within, Generous Gift, and Leyline of the Void, all here to keep our opponents in line. Our board wipes consist of Cyclonic Rift, Dam, Farewell, Blasphemous Act, and Toxic Deluge. I know that's a lot, but we're not planning on winning via creatures, so board wipes should hurt our opponents more than us. Usually. The core of our deck consists of Mirror Room Fractured Realm, Secret Arcade Dusty Parlor, Spiked Corridor Torture Pit, Ghostly Dancers, Yenna Redtooth Regent, Zur Eternal Schemer, Sigil of the Empty Throne, and Starfield of Nyx. Helping to protect our board, we've also got Starling Grove and Destiny Spinner. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 50 mana sources split between 36 lands and 14 pieces of ramp, counting our commander. 19 pieces of card advantage, again counting our commander. 17 pieces of interaction. 5 board wipes. 3 pieces of graveyard hate in Leyline of the Void, Farewell, and Bojuka Bog. 1 Sudden Eye win card in Starfield of Nyx. Ideally, we win the game off of Central Elevator Promising Stairs. I love alternate win cons. But in a pinch, we can just cast Starfield of Nyx and crush the table. Especially since some of our rooms have well over 10 mana value. If we board wipe, then cast Starfield of Nyx, we should have enough enchantments on board to smash everyone. But even if that doesn't happen, our deck is full of shenanigans. We can draw a ton of cards, blow up all our opponent's creatures, or even pump our commander and win via commander damage if things get desperate. Regardless, this deck will be a lot of fun. Now, pre-order pricing is never the same as regular pricing. Experienced players can usually predict when a card will be good. For example, I picked up 8 copies of Smothering Tithe for about $3 each, and Torment of Hailfire for about 25 cents. But so many times I see cards pre-order for absurd prices only to lose 90% of their value after a couple of months. Which is why I didn't bother building this deck as a budget deck. So if there is a new card you really like and you think you want to build around, and if you think the prices are a bit too high, if you wait a couple months, the prices will usually drop. But predicting future prices is always a gamble, and no one is correct all the time. That being said, after the prices settle on these cards, I'll try to come back and make a budget list. If people are interested, of course. Are you building a Marina Vandrell commander deck? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Borgie, Nazwin, Midge, Alex, Conga, Aaron, Chris, Robert, Austin, William Pye, Turner, Triz, Kazaris, Slack, Booksu, Patrick, Vox, Liam, and Travis. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.